Hey there, coin collectors and curious treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving deep into the value of a very interesting coin, the 2000 Jefferson nickel. You might think it's just another nickel, but trust me, this coin could be worth much more than its face value. Stick around, because we're going to uncover the history, rarity, and the big money some of these coins can fetch. Let's get started. Here it is, the 2000 Jefferson nickel, a coin that most people overlook when they're going through their pocket change. But what if I told you this seemingly ordinary nickel could be worth much more than just 5 cents? Believe it or not, some of these coins can be worth hundreds of dollars, even more in some rare cases. Let's start with a quick refresher. The Jefferson nickel, as you probably know, has been a part of U.S. currency since 1938. It's a classic coin that's been a staple in circulation for decades. But today, we're focusing specifically on the 2000 version of this nickel, and you may be surprised by how many variations and factors affect its value. A coin that seems pretty basic on the surface could actually be worth a lot more, depending on several key factors. So, let's break it down. Looking at the 2000 Jefferson nickel, we see Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the obverse, or the front side of the coin, and on the reverse, we have a depiction of Monticello, his famous Virginia estate. It's a coin that symbolizes American history. But what many people don't know is that the value of this coin isn't fixed, it can change based on several factors, and understanding these factors can help you identify coins that could fetch big money. So, what makes a 2000 Jefferson nickel more valuable than just 5 cents? Well, there are a few things you need to look out for when evaluating your coins. First, we need to talk about the condition. The condition of the coin is absolutely crucial. Coins that are in pristine, near mint, or mint condition are worth a lot more than those that have been through heavy circulation. A worn-down nickel might only be worth face value, but if it's in excellent condition with little to no wear, it could fetch quite a bit more. The next factor to consider is the mint mark. The U.S. Mint operates several facilities across the country, and each one stamps its coins with a mint mark. The 2000 Jefferson nickels were produced in Philadelphia, Denver, and West Point, and not all mint marks are created equal. The Philadelphia Mint and Denver Mint nickels are more common, but West Point Mint nickels are much rarer, and therefore, much more valuable. Now, let's talk about something that many collectors dream about: errors. Yes, coins with errors can be incredibly valuable. While you may not see a minting error at first glance, some 2000 Jefferson nickels have rare errors, such as doubling on the design, off-center strikes, or even misprints. These types of errors can send a coin's value skyrocketing. So, what might seem like a defect or flaw in a coin could actually be what makes it worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's get into the specifics of the variations and rarities. The 2000 Jefferson nickel came in a few different versions, depending on where it was minted. The two most common mints producing these coins were the Philadelphia and Denver mints. These coins, while still valuable if in good condition, are much more common and usually don't fetch high prices unless there are rare error variants present. The real treasure, however, comes from the West Point Mint. The 2000 Jefferson nickels struck at the West Point Mint were part of a special set. Initially, these coins were not released into general circulation. Instead, they were sold in special collector's sets. These West Point nickels are much harder to come by, and as a result, they can be worth significantly more. If you come across a 2000 nickel with the W mint mark, especially in mint condition or with an error, then you might be holding on to a little treasure. Some West Point 2000 nickels have been sold for well over $1,000 at auction. That's right, what started out as a humble 5-cent coin could be worth a small fortune. Of course, the condition of the coin still plays a huge role in its value. A West Point Mint nickel in poor condition might not fetch as much as one in pristine condition. But even a coin with slight imperfections can be worth more than face value if it's a West Point coin. And let's not forget about the other errors, like the doubled die or the off-center strikes. These errors can be harder to spot unless you know exactly what you're looking for, but once you do, they're worth their weight in gold, or should I say silver and copper. Now, let's talk about the current market value. While a regular 2000 Jefferson nickel is still worth only 5 cents, the rare and valuable ones can be worth much more. How much more? Well, let's break it down. If you have a 2000 Jefferson nickel in excellent condition with no wear, it could be worth anywhere from $1 to $5 depending on the mint mark and rarity. But once you start talking about coins from the West Point Mint or those with errors, the price can increase drastically. Some error coins, especially those that are part of a limited release, can sell for $100 or more. And as I mentioned earlier, a West Point Mint nickel in mint condition has been known to sell for $1,000 or more. Now, I know you might be wondering, how can I find these rare nickels? Well, the first step is simple: check your pocket change. But before you start looking, remember to focus on a few key things. First, examine the condition of the coin. Is it well preserved, or is it worn down? Next, check the mint mark. If it's a West Point Mint, you might have a valuable one on your hands. And don't forget to look for any errors, those can really make your coin stand out. If you do think you found a rare or valuable 2000 Jefferson nickel, the next step is to have it professionally graded. A certified coin grader can give you an accurate assessment of the coin's value, based on its condition, rarity, and any potential errors. Once your coin is graded, you can decide whether you want to sell it or keep it in your collection. Now, if you're ready to sell, there are several places where you can do so. Coin dealers, online auction sites, and even coin shows are great places to find buyers. Just make sure to do your research and find reputable buyers who will offer you the best price for your rare find. Before we wrap up, let me remind you that while most 2000 Jefferson nickels will only be worth 5 cents, it's always worth checking your coins. Who knows? You might just stumble upon a hidden treasure that could be worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. So, make sure to keep your eyes peeled, and maybe you'll find a rare nickel just waiting to be discovered. Thanks for tuning in today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more coin tips and treasure hunting advice. And remember, whether it's nickels, dimes, or rare collectibles, you never know what you might find in your pocket change. Until next time, keep hunting for those valuable coins, and happy collecting. Next, 1989 P. Jefferson Nickels USA coins. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that could be hiding in your collection, the 1989 P. Jefferson nickel. This coin might seem like just a regular 5-cent piece, but trust me, it has some incredible historical significance and, in some cases, it could be worth far more than its face value. In fact, some of these coins are worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Stick around because we're going to uncover the secrets behind this coin and explore how to spot a potential treasure right in your own pocket. You might just find that the value of your 1989 P. Jefferson nickel is way beyond what you'd expect. Now, at first glance, the 1989 P. Jefferson nickel doesn't look all that extraordinary. It features the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front, and Monticello, his Virginia plantation home, on the reverse. These images have been a hallmark of the Jefferson nickel series since its introduction in 1938. So, what makes the 1989 P version of this coin so special? Well, just like with any other coin, factors like rarity, minting errors, and condition play a huge role in determining its value. And while most 1989 P nickels are worth a mere 5 cents, there are some notable exceptions that can send the price skyrocketing. But before we get to the dollar signs, let's take a closer look at the rich history behind this coin. Let's step back for a moment and look at the history of the Jefferson nickel. This coin was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Indian head or buffalo nickel, which had been in circulation since 1913. The new design was meant to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, and his famous home, Monticello. Jefferson was a founding father known for his contributions to the American Revolution, the Declaration of Independence, and his 2 terms as president. The inclusion of Monticello on the reverse side was a way of paying tribute to his legacy and his role in shaping the country. For over half a century, the design of the Jefferson nickel remained relatively unchanged, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. By 1989, this nickel had been in circulation for more than 50 years, and while the design was still the same, the coin had become a staple of American currency. But while the design stayed consistent, what was changing was the market for these coins, especially as collectors became more interested in finding rare, unique versions of this seemingly ordinary piece of currency. In 1989, the Philadelphia Mint struck millions of Jefferson nickels. These coins were distributed across the country, serving their purpose as everyday currency for Americans. However, collectors started to take a closer look at specific years and mint marks, including the 1989 P. And that's when things started to get interesting. So, let's get to the exciting part. How much is the 1989 P. Jefferson nickel worth? In its regular, circulated form, this coin is worth exactly 5 cents. But here's where it gets fascinating. Depending on the condition of the coin and the presence of any errors, its value can increase significantly. Coins in excellent condition, with no signs of wear, are generally more valuable. A well-preserved 1989 P. Jefferson nickel might fetch anywhere from 50 cents to a couple of dollars, which is already a nice little bump from the face value of 5 cents. However, there's more to this story. The real treasure here isn't in the average 1989 P. nickel, it's in the rare, error coins that have been discovered over the years. Minting errors are what really sets certain coins apart from the rest, and when collectors find an error coin, the value can shoot up exponentially. For example, one of the most well-known error types is the double die error, which occurs when a coin is struck multiple times by the same die, resulting in a blurry or doubled image. These errors are incredibly rare, and if you happen to find a 1989 P. Jefferson nickel with a double die, you could be holding onto a coin worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Just take a look at this example. A 1989 P. Jefferson nickel with a rare double die error. These kinds of errors occur when the coin is struck more than once, causing a misalignment in the design, which results in doubling or blurriness. Such errors can cause the coin to become highly sought after in the numismatic community. In fact, one of these coins sold for an astounding $66 at an auction. Yes, that's $66 for a coin that typically only has a face value of 5 cents. These kinds of rare finds are what make coin collecting so thrilling. And it doesn't stop there. Some 1989 P. Jefferson nickels have been found with other types of minting errors, like die cracks, off-center strikes, or even missing elements in the design. These errors are what make certain coins much more valuable than their counterparts. And the best part? You don't have to be a professional numismatist to find one of these valuable error coins. Many collectors have found them while going through their own change, simply by paying close attention to details. Of course, the condition of the coin is another factor that can dramatically affect its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins in lower grades, with signs of wear and damage, are usually worth less. However, a 1989 P. Jefferson nickel in MS65 or higher, which is considered mint state, can be worth significantly more than a lower grade coin. So, when you're looking for value, condition really does matter. Let's talk numbers. A coin in mint state with a grade of MS65 or better can sell for anywhere between $2 to $5 on average, and in some cases, it can go higher. But when you're talking about rare errors or well-preserved examples of the 1989 P. Jefferson nickel, you could be looking at prices in the hundreds of dollars. So, don't just brush off that nickel in your change jar, it could be worth a lot more than you think. Now that you know how valuable the 1989 P. Jefferson nickel can be, how can you tell if you found one of these treasures? First, examine the coin closely. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. If the coin is still in mint condition, it's already worth more than face value. Next, check for any minting errors, like double dies, die cracks, or misalignments. These errors are often subtle, so take your time and really inspect. Even small imperfections, such as a die crack or a slightly off-center strike, can increase the value of your coin. If you think you found a rare version, it might be worth having it professionally graded. A certified grade will tell you exactly how valuable your coin is, which can help you make informed decisions about whether to sell, keep, or trade it. So, to wrap things up, the 1989 Jefferson nickel may seem like just another coin, but it holds significant value for collectors. While most of them are worth their face value of 5 cents, some of them can be worth a whole lot more, especially if they're in mint condition or have rare errors. With a bit of luck and a keen eye for detail, you could be holding on to a rare find that's worth far more than you ever imagined. So, before you toss those nickels aside, make sure to give them a second look. And that's it for today's deep dive into the 1989 Jefferson nickel. If you found this video helpful or interesting, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more exciting coin discoveries, and don't forget to turn on the bell notifications so you never miss a new video. Who knows? The next big find might be right in your pocket change. Happy hunting, and we'll see you in the next video.